She is my queen and I am her throne. Yeah, yeah. Locked in. Yeah. I placed an order at Walmart by my parents' house. I just picked it up on my way over here. It was like a 40-minute drive-ish. Over here. I just picked it up and then I'm on my way to their house now. I can't help but think he handed me my order and I can't help but think like they know exactly what my night is looking like. I got a frozen pizza, 2 little diamond art things, a hairbrush, and a toothbrush because I forgot mine this morning. I have a hair. They know exactly what's happening. This very much looks like a babysitter attire, or like babysitter order, whatever. I'm cat sitting, so same shit. Anyway, I just needed to share that because I thought that was fucking hilarious. Also, I need a better way to hold my phone in the car because it's like, I don't even. My parents have been gone for a couple of days at this point. They're at a wedding in Florida. Oh my goodness. And I don't know how he's gone this long without human affection. He lives off of it. He's like Mother Gothel with Rapunzel's hair. He needs the attention to live. I don't know how he made it. You're so strong. You're so strong. You're so handsome. You're so sweetie boy. So much cat hair. I don't even really know if you can hear me in here. The water pressure at my parents' house is kind of crazy in this bathroom. This was my childhood bathroom. It feels... I always love coming back to this house. I tell them all the time, like, if you're gonna sell it, please rent it out until I can buy it because I want this house so bad. It's impractical, like where it's located, but it's just a beautiful little area. I love it. But the water pressure here has always been so strong, so I always love coming over here. It feels like I take off an entire layer of skin every time I come over here and shower, so that's what we're about to do. I got here, I gave attention to the cat that needs it. The other cat is scared of people, so I'm hoping to see him a little bit later. But I did confirm, sign of life, so that's all you can do. The brush that I got, because I forgot it, is kind of small, but that's perfect. Because I was like, I hate that I had to get a new brush. Like, I hope I can just leave it in the car. But I didn't know how big it was going to be. It's going to be my car brush. And I don't think that it's going to melt. That is a concern that you have to have. It doesn't even like go through my whole, like, so I have to do like, feels so ridiculous. I'm so excited to get a haircut tomorrow because basically all of this is going to be lighter. I want layers. I want like layers all throughout the back of it. So hopefully my crown isn't so fucking heavy. I need my bangs trimmed. I need the side pieces fixed. I'm not very good at cutting those side pieces. And yeah, wish me luck. I'm always scared to get my hair cut because, well, I guess you won't be able to send me like whatever. I'm always nervous to get my hair cut because I don't want them to botch it. Like, I don't want it to be cut off. I have tried. Like, I have tried so long to like just grow my hair out, stop touching it, stop dyeing it. You can like see where the dye ends in my hair. All this like dark down here is grown out black box dye. I love the way that it faded because it just looks like ombre and it like looks intentional and cool. But I would be lying if I said that I'm not excited for it to all be red. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna take a shower and then I want to see the sunset, so I want to do it quick.
It's like 11:30. I just spent the last like 4 hours or so doing the diamond art and watching Glee, and then I started editing my video a little bit. I'm wiped, if you cannot tell. The plight of fuck. Anyway, I feel bad that I haven't really been vlogging the last couple days. So hopefully in the morning we can recall first thing in the morning. Hi, bud. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to sleep with him since he calls. I'll see you in the morning. Meow. Are you okay? Oh my god, are you okay? It is Sunday afternoon. I spent all morning playing Rivals, but I think I need to take a break. I think for sanity, I need to take a break. I'm also tired, so I'm going to watch Glee and finish my diamond art thing. I'm making this for my nieces to put in their nursery because their little thing is the strawberries. It was, so they're twins, and the theme of the baby shower was too very sweet. So everything is like strawberry shortcake-esque. Anyways, that's why I'm making this. I started it at my dad's, if you saw, when I was sitting, and I got, okay, I'm making sure it's still a little tacky. I got this bottom corner done, and then I got a little bit into the strawberry up here. My goal, it's a lofty one, but I would like to finish 6 of the panels today. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on. I'll try to do a little time lapse for you, but we'll see how long that lasts because I don't know. This takes exponentially longer than the last one I did, like that Diet Coke one. It was just a canvas, and then you put glue, and then you put the little like diamond stuff on it. This is way more, and I'm like spending so much time. Sorry, let me finish the thought. This is way more intense. I am spending so much time trying to line up each individual dot like perfectly on the little letter because I think it looks so bad when you can tell like there's like a little bit of like deviation, and you can even see it in mine a little bit. In some of these there's like a little bit of deviation from like the straightness. I can't. So I've been spending a lot of time just honestly trying to keep it straight, and like, anyways, that's what that's what I'm doing. Also, I got my hair cut. I put in a clip of what it looks like, but like I'm loving it. I needed the layers because it was just too much. I showed her exactly what I told you guys. I pulled those little pieces of hair and I was like, I don't like these. And she's like, oh, we call those dog ears. And I was like, so there's a fucking name for it? And every time I show these stylists, they don't. Needless to say, I will not be going to anybody else besides her. So she killed this shit. It looks amazing. It looks so good. Genuinely, it looks so good. I can't wait to curl it and like fully style it more than just like a blowout of rollers. Hell yeah. Guys, I've been so MIA. I'm so sorry. To make up for it, let's chat. You can't even really see me. Hold on. I want you to be able to see the what I'm doing too, though. Hey, gang. Oh, perfect. Okay. I think I just need to get over myself is the thing, because I'm like, I don't want to film the same thing over and over again, but like, girl, that's the point. That's the whole thing, is filming the week, like my week. If my weeks are the same, then they're like, that it is what it is. You know? Gotta get over myself. I have like a complex about it. At work today, I was just thinking, you know, as one does, and I was realizing an analogy for life that I feel like I resonate with. Like, imagine life, you have all these different doors, and you like walk up to one, but you sense really bad energy, so you're gonna like go to walk away to go find another door, but then the walls, like suddenly there's walls around you, and then they're pushing you into the door with the bad energy that you just want to run away from. Oh my gosh. That's what life feels like. And I really want to animate that, so I'm thinking about just printing out pictures of like art references, like 360 art reference, and just doing like a picture, like manipulating pictures. It's gonna look really silly, but that would be a cool concept to animate. We'll see. I'm not really a animate's not really the word. Like mixed media something, I don't know. I looked up getting a cameo from Matthew Morrison, $307. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying it's more than I thought it was gonna be. I was like, I really want one. I want to hear what he has to say, give me some like sage advice. How do I find peace? Like, you know, all the good things. $307. If that's not pay to play, I don't know what is. I feel like I've really gotten in the flow with this diamond painting. At first, I was very much intimidated by its scale, because the last one that I did was obviously much different, and even like the diamonds and stuff that I was working with were much bigger. So it was definitely a learning curve, but I like it. I spend a lot of time keeping everything on the straight and narrow, and I make sure every little circle is what it is, because I hate when you can tell that they're just a little bit off center. There are some on mine that you can tell. I just couldn't fix it. I don't know why. I just couldn't, so you can definitely tell. But that's okay, you know? Cat sitting for my parents was really nice. I always like to sit in their backyard and hang out. I think I accidentally let a fly in. Sorry, Dad. I hope that it's dead by the time you guys got home, but I think I definitely did let a fly in by accident. Oh, the cats were super, super sweet. One of them just stays under the bed the whole time, but he's a sweetie pie. And then the other one, obviously, he is a lover. So I hung out with them, did the little diamond painting, watched my little Glee. It's a fun little time. My stepmom got me Diet Coke for while I was there, so that was awesome. I got myself a little frozen pizza and I ate that. Very nice. And I slept in my old bedroom. Very interesting. I always love going back there. The bed in there is super comfortable. There's just an energy about sleeping in that room. It's not bad. Brian's little sister came into town today, so he's there right now, after work to hang out with them. I would have gone, but I literally just got out of the shower. I'm also very tired. So she'll be here for a little bit. We're gonna go have a little Denny's and Spider-Man date. We're gonna go see Brand New Day again in theaters. I'm so excited. She hasn't seen it yet. I'm very excited to see it again. And then I also just want to hang out with her some more. Like, who knows what we'll do? Who knows what we'll get up to? feel like everybody's been so nice about me posting on YouTube, but I still have this weird like anxiety. Like when I was in high school, I posted they're privated now, but I posted videos. I would post like my poetry that I would write. I would post like funny vlogs and stuff. I was trying to be David Dobrik with my friends, and like I would post those videos. And one day in geometry class, they pulled up my account. I don't know how they found it. I think maybe I mentioned, I don't know, but they found my account and they started watching the videos in class, and they were all like laughing and whatever. The teacher was super nice. He was like, "Oh my God, Hannah, like you wrote that. That's so cool. Like keep going." Like, thank you, responsible adult in the room. Appreciate your shining light here. But all the comments are still on my YouTube. So even in like my most recent comments, it's like, "You look like lettuce," or like just like making fun of the video or whatever. And I'm like, so posting these now, and like I'm looking at like it just has like all the comments and like a recent. I'm like, guys. So that's a fun story. It was even worse because at the time, one of the guys in that class I had like the biggest crush on, and he was one of the ones that had left one of those kinds of comments, and I was like, cool. I will say sophomore year of high school was not a good year for me. I had a really bad haircut. I was in a very bad spot mentally. I mean, like freshman year I was really going through, but at least I hadn't gotten to like, I don't know, the depths of sophomore year. It was bad. I had like the worst looking haircut. It bled all the way into junior year. It was really bad. Not the haircut. The haircut grew out a little bit. But yeah. I went to 3 different high schools as well. High school was not a great time for me. I went to 3 different high schools. I started out in like this honor program at a specific high school that I was like not really in the district for. And then after that, I went to the school that was closer to me, and then had to move, and then I started going to a completely different one my junior year of high school, like a little bit into my junior year of high school. So junior year was already started, and like I really didn't make any friends that year because of that. And then the next year I met some of my best friends ever, and 2 of them actually are engaged with a baby. So that's very interesting, very fun. But yeah, that's life. Sometimes I think about that because it's not like coming up, but my 10-year reunion is technically coming up in like 3 years. And I'm just like, which one would I even go to? Obviously the one that I graduated from, but I don't even really know people like that. So do I just not go to my high school reunion? I know a lot of people don't, but I don't know. I was just thinking about that. It might be an outdated thing anyway. People have social media now. Plus, like, 10 years is kind of like, give me some time, you know? I'm only in my 20s. I can imagine like a 25 year or like 50 year. But 10 feels arbitrary. I also just recovered my senior shirt not that long ago, so I've been wearing that again, and I'm like, hell yeah. I lost all of my yearbooks though. I think, so my last relationship, we lived together, did not end great. I moved out sort of abruptly, and I was a little bit of a bitch. And I basically was like, all the stuff that's in that storage, like, you can get rid of it. I looked through what I needed to, and I had like gotten what I had thought was everything out of there. So I was just like, you get to deal with it. It's my trash and I don't even care. You can deal with the fine. I don't care. And I think he didn't get rid of it, and we did get fined for it, and I did have to pay it, but whatever. I left my yearbooks. So like all of my like elementary school, middle school yearbooks. I didn't really get a high school yearbook at all, but my middle school, elementary school yearbook gone. I might be able to call the school and see if they have copies and stuff, but all the signatures and everything gone. All the little devil horns that I drew on people. Honestly, yeah, my whole childhood was kind of just the experience of dealing with like bullies and dealing with people like shitting on me, making fun of me. In some way or another, I just sort of found my crew, like just a couple of people who were nice to me, who were also a little bit of outcasts. And then I had people in the neighborhood that I was friends with, but they also were kind of they were also kind of mean to me. For lack of better words. Also, they are not wrong when they talk about like friendship breakups or like the pain or the grief that comes with friendship breakups that maybe even like romantic relationships don't really carry. Like the weight is just much different, especially if you were friends for a really long time. There's a couple people who recently I had a falling out with, and like just within the last like 5 or so years. And it's very much like, I don't know, it's like a, what am I trying to say? It's just hard to look back on my life, and obviously like I'm trying to contextualize my life as it's coming at me, and to do that you have to sort of look backwards and look at, you know, I mean, at least I do. I look back at where sort of my beliefs are coming from, and I'm trying to figure out how to like move forward, or what I even believe. And so looking back, it's like I'm thinking of these people. I'm thinking of like the things that they've taught me in life, or I'm thinking of their impact on me and just the way that I think or who I was at that time. Like they are a part of that. So it's hard to now in my 20s sort of like let that part of me go, because it was just part of me for so long, all the way through high school into my early 20s. It was all connected, and now I feel like this is the first sort of secondary branch. Like my foundation of my childhood and my youth, and then my teenager self, my 20s sort of self, and then obviously I'll branch out from there, but it just feels like finally like its own separate like path without them. And it's like, is it for the better? Were the reasons for falling out worth it? Can you go back? Do you want to go back? It's just sort of like, I guess, in the bargaining phase of the 7 stages of grief, I guess. You try to think about, like, what could I have done differently? Like, is it a misunderstanding on my part? Am I being too, like, one-track minded? Have I already made my mind up? And so nothing this person can say is, like, you know, gonna land or gonna affect me in any way? And it's like, no. So I'm just trying to work through, like, I guess those feelings of, like, loss. I haven't, like, very, very thankfully, I haven't faced much grief in my life, and I'm very, very thankful for that. But obviously I do recognize that is a part of life that will hit me at some point. So it's just like it feels almost insulting to to even call it grief, but it does feel like a loss of self in a way. So a lot of just thinking about that. I don't know why. There was one, like, very recent that was very abrupt, and I'm still confused by it, because it was very much like they had already made up their mind about me. I basically was just like all cards on the table, walk away sort of thing, because nothing that I could say would do anything. This person was absolutely, their mind was made up. And I still think about it, and I'm just like,
of the relationship that we had for the duration of our friendship, were like, we were pretty close. We shared like pretty much everything with each other. For you to not, like, there was just a lack of like wanting correspondence or like wanting an understanding, wanting to talk about it, which for me also made it easy to just put the cards down and walk away, because I'm like, well, you don't even give a fuck. Like, I and this person does too. Like, we both very much value communication and trying to resolve things, so it was very weird that they did not want that at all. And I'm just like, if you don't want communication with me, at the very least, even if we don't agree, even if we still walk away hating each other, if you can't at the very least have a conversation with me to try to understand, I don't even give a fuck. Like, I am happy to walk away from it. Do not waste my time, please. So, even in that situation, I'm looking back and I'm like, what could I have done like differently? Should I have tried to fight harder and be like, well, no, you don't understand. Like, they had their mind made up. Like, they found a flaw in me, which I acknowledged to them. I took full accountability of what they were saying. And I was like, they found a flaw in me. And that was clearly, they didn't want that in their life. That's their right, okay? But you still wonder, you're like, damn, did I really do them that dirty? Like, just the way that you get treated after the fact, it's so dismissive. It's so like, I like, my ex did that to me too. After we stopped dating, I was like, so you just stopped caring about me? And they were like, well, we're not together anymore. And I'm like, so I'm not a human anymore. Okay, got it. We haven't, okay, sure. What, like, I don't understand that. Like, you're always going to be a human to me. I always want the best for you. I'm never going to speak ill on you. I'm always going to, like, think about you in a good light and wish the best for you. I don't understand the coldness. It's like they try to paint me as, like, this big-ass villain, and I'm like, guys, I don't know what you mean. Like, yeah, I fuck up sometimes, but I'm not, like, evil. I don't know. I do have many flaws. I'm not saying that I don't. But like I said, even if we walk away hating each other, a conversation goes a long way. Sometimes I'm not ready for that conversation, but I at least give the time of what it says. I give my piece. I try to hear you out, and sometimes I just don't push further than that. I say, it is what it is. I know my side, and now I've heard yours. We can move on. If you really want to just move on, we can move on. There are other sides of friendship breakups, though, where there was one friendship, like, that I really, this is completely on me, and I was kind of a fucking cunt about this, but there was this one friend that I had, and they just, like, I don't know, like, something just switched in my brain about them. Everything that they posted was always so negative. They were always just fucking bitching. Nothing was ever right for them. Literally, it was the most draining thing ever. And so I just started replying to them and with like, just like trying to like start like a debate about it, because I wanted to get them to think about what they were saying. So they would post about like, this is so negative, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. Like, here's this perspective. And then we would get into, honestly, a very healthy debate about it. And then one time she posted something that was just so out of like character for her. And I responded and I was like, this is like really disappointing, honestly. Like, this is not, like, everything that you've posted prior contradicts this post. Like, are you misunderstanding like what it's saying? Because we had that friendship where like we felt comfortable like calling each other out or sort of like questioning each other in that way because we had such good like constructive debates about it. And so I was like, do you, like, this goes against everything that you're saying? And they just sort of were like, I guess I had pushed them to their limit about it, and they didn't like, they kind of went off on me, and I was just like, I don't understand, like, I'm not trying to like argue with you about it, but I'm just saying, like, it just contradicts everything that you're saying. And then anyway, I was blocked. So, but again, that one, I had gotten to the point where I was like, if this fucking ends, it ends. Like, I don't know. They were another one that stuck with me in middle school when everybody was bullying me and stuff. But like, man, we grow up and we change. That's for sure. That is for sure. But some people don't. Okay, some people keep the same tendencies that they've had, and that's a growing opportunity that they need to seek.
like I said, I have many growing opportunities. I have many, many flaws. I have many things that I'm constructive of myself about and that I try to work on. I'm not unaware of I'm not absolving myself of anything, you know? I had a part in all of those situations. Like I said, sometimes I would feel the fire and sometimes I would just walk away. Just depends. It always depended on how they were coming to the conversation, how they showed up to the conversation. If they showed up willing and like genuinely with like an open heart and like pure intentions, good faith, as they say, I'm there all day. But a lot of the times it was not good faith. And it was very much like, I'm on trial and I'm having to defend myself for something that's like a very, like, I'm not going to debate the fact that these diamonds are pink. Like, it's on the fucking table. We can both see that these diamonds are pink, you know? Anyway, I'm saying a whole lot of nothing, you know? Just been thinking about that a lot, I guess. I wanted to bring that to the table. What do you guys think? Friendship breakups are obviously inevitable, but I don't know. Some of them stick with you. You're like, what could I have done? Other ones I just forget about completely, to be honest with you. Like, you served your purpose in life, or in my life, and like, that's it. Other ones I'm still thinking about. I'm like, damn. Again, like, just that back and forth, that inner turmoil, I guess. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. It was nice talking to you. It's 25 minutes long. It'll be fun to edit. Yeah, hopefully I'll film more tomorrow and Wednesday, because today's Monday. Hopefully I'll film. Anyways, good night. I'm back in pretty much the same position that I was in yesterday doing my diamond painting, because I needed to just come on, talk for a little bit, and then I want to make a to-do list to go through with you right now. I had recorded some clips earlier on my drive to work, just kind of talking about like random stuff, trying to, I don't know, provide content. And I got a little heated because it was hot and there was traffic. But there was a point in there that I thought was really good. And my road rage and my just my temperament when it comes to driving and how I make it through, I understand is a big problem for me, and it is something that I'm trying to work on. It is unfortunately entangled with a much larger overarching problem in my life, which is the point that I made in the video that I'm just going to restate here so I don't have to show that. But it's that I've never really had very good emotional regulation. I think that when things are thrown at me, I just, I am not fight or flight, I'm freeze. And so I think because I am a little bit delayed with my processing, I think that freeze has always been the safest option. It's my only way to press pause on the world, is to pause myself and just exist that way. But in the moment when things come at you, you can't, I have to be an adult, right? I have to take things head on, and I have to be able to adapt to my surroundings. And as malleable as I am, when I'm in on it, or when it's it feels productive, or it feels like it's going with the flow, that's where I'm malleable. But when things feel very rigid, I feel like I'm in a corner, or I feel misunderstood, or if something is generally out of my control in all aspects, right? How we got in this situation, what the situation's about, what we can do about the outcome after the fact, none of it is my control. And I think in those situations I really struggle with the only thing I can control is my emotions, and I'm not even doing a good job at that. I tend to get very short and snippy when I am just trying to, because once I get to that point, I just want to leave. I don't want to be in the conversation. I need to go put myself in a dark room and think. So when I'm in front of a person or in front of multiple people and this problem arises, I am like one of the worst versions of myself, and I think that comes out in little ways like road rage, or it comes out in like my inability to like move on from minor inconveniences or minor like setbacks. I think that I get in this all or nothing mindset of, well, it's ruined, like it's completely done. Everything that I've ever built up to this point, like every single decision that got me here has led to that, like it's fucking done, like whatever. And I think that I still agree with this sentiment, but I don't know if it's my biggest fear anymore. When I was in high school, I used to tell people like my biggest fear, like my biggest phobia is better than fear, is the butterfly effect, where it's like one decision can lead to so many different outcomes, or, like one decision can change the trajectory of your life. And I have kind of been in a state of like, I don't want to fucking ruin my own life. So I'm very, very like anxious or hesitant to like, I don't know, push through things. I don't know. I don't necessarily know my reasoning for sharing that with you, other than just like, I'm aware that it's a flaw of mine, and I'm aware that it does come out in my daily life, and I unfortunately have sort of just accepted that I'm a miserable person, and I really try to be the super like helpful and loving, like, caring girl that I grew up being and that I know like I want to be, but I really like wrestle with the idea that you can be something that you don't want to be. I didn't expect to cry. I just think that I try so hard to do the right thing, and then it feels like I'm out of my body when something goes wrong, or when something comes at me that I can't handle, and I'm just like, well, I'm broken. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, it just is what it is. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. Like, this is my life. I have not so much accepted that about myself, more so as I like prepare myself for it. I know just by living, I will only have 50% of whatever my life is lived well spent. The other 50% of my life is completely consumed by like broken wiring, and I have PMDD, which is premenstrual dysphoric disorder, I think is what it stands for. To me, it just means I get extra depressed, and I start to need to be like institutionalized, and my only line of thought goes to logging off of the Minecraft server. So I have just prepared myself to know that 2 weeks out of the month, 50% of my life, I'm gonna be miserable. Like, there's no way for me to go on the other 50% of that, like the other side of the 50%, and not take some of those tendencies with me. I think the last 2 vlogs, the last 2 weeks were my good weeks. That was right after I got off, this is so TMI, but that was right after my last menstrual cycle ended. And now I'm entering, I think it's the luteal phase. Because you go through, I think it's follicular, ovulation, luteal, menstrual. I think those are the 4 cycles. And I am entering my luteal in this vlog, which is showing up in many different ways of my life, of just like convinced that everybody hates me, convinced that like, I don't know, everybody's in on something that I'm not in on. Or like just everything is I'm very quick to like, I'm done. Like, I'm so quick to fucking throw my hands up and walk away and call it. And then I do have like Brian, he's a very good influence on my life, and he's really good about getting me to question those like impulses to pull away, and he like will bring me back in and force me back into that, and helps me sort of work through it. So it's good to have somebody like that, but it's also like, I live in here. He doesn't, like, he lives with me, but we don't, like, we kind of work off schedule, so we only see each other so much, He's not going to be with me every second of my life, and it's like, this is going to sound like a cry for help. It's honestly not. Like, I'm working through accepting it, but it's just like, I know what I could do to fix it, but there's a part of the illness that refuses to, and it feels
unacceptable or futile to do the things that I know would make me feel better or make it like go away. So yeah, like I'm not helpless. I know what I could be doing, but I'm so like tough skulled or like thick-headed that I just want to like break it down and like I shouldn't need like meds, or I shouldn't need to do all these different things to just like not snap when I like drop a piece of paper, or like if somebody does pull out in front of me in traffic, I don't like completely fucking like disintegrate, you know? Like I shouldn't need any of that to function, which I know isn't like a rational thought or a logical thought, because it could be, you know, broken down and debunked very easily. But it's truthfully like, I don't know. Just in that place of trying, I guess. Whatever Taylor Swift said, this is me trying. So yeah, I don't feel the need to apologize for it, but I do know that, like, I don't know, people online can be very like judgmental. They don't have a lot of perspective or nuance, so what they see on the surface is typically what they're gonna take. So I just wanted to put like a disclaimer in here that like, I know I can be a pretty miserable person sometimes, and I really do try to fight that and to not be, and like I'm very conscious in the moment of it that I am being that way, and I try to revert it, but it's just something that I'm working on. Anyways, I'm gonna write my to-do list now. Miss, you wanna say hi? Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Hi. Look at it, she's my daughter. Okay. I need to clean the couch. I need to clean the litter box. I need to put away the dishes. Do the dishes. Actually, clean out fridge, then do dishes. Start a load of laundry. And I have like a small pile of stuff to hang up, so just hang up a pile of clothes. And then I'll organize the shoes too, why not? Organize shoes, and then I need to just clean off our dining table. I haven't put away my stuff from house sitting yet, so my bag still has like my laptop and my clothes in it, an extra toothbrush and stuff, so I need to put all that away. Clean off the dining table, and then once all of this is done, I get to play Rivals. Today I am forcing myself to do some chores before I play Rivals because it needs to be done. Like I get uncomfortable walking around my own house because there's just like stuff out of place everywhere. So this feels like a relatively manageable list. I'm gonna take care of the to-do list, and then I will bring you guys with me as I do that. And then I will also bring you with me for Rivals. warm after doing that, I'm not gonna lie. But it didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna take. I was gonna play Rivals right after, but I'm gonna actually edit this video a little bit so that I could be ready earlier tomorrow. Or Thursday, sorry, not tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna edit the video a little bit and then I'm gonna play Rivals. Also, I took off my nails today and I was like, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna be so strong and I'm not gonna bite my nails. They're all like, I have this thing where I bite them like genuinely too far to the point where like they hurt. And I'm at that point. Anyways, it is like 2 hours later now and I just finished editing the video, catching it up. I was gonna say sorry for crying on Maine, y'all. I ain't mean to get emotional on you like that, but we persist. I get to play Rivals now. It's my favorite time of the day. I'm back from work. I've been back for like 30-ish minutes and I just got on Rivals. I'm gonna edit the video in a little bit. I just need to do today's clips and then some last finishing touches and it should be good for the morning. Last week I didn't upload it until the evening, so should be on time this time. Dude, 2 legends gone this week. 2 legends. First, Dolly Parton. I don't know who tweeted it, but they were absolutely right. The world immediately feels less sparkly. I need my tits out. I need my hair high. I need sparkly ass nails. Like, I need to do something for the queen. And then today, another legend, Tim Curry. My sweet transvestite. Genuinely, like, no moment is long enough to pay my respects to those fucking legends, bro. It is so crazy that they're just not here. Like, celebrity deaths, like, there's only been a couple that really, really get me. These 2, man. Like, just their impact on culture as a whole and as, like, their impact in my childhood and just all the people that they have inspired that also have inspired me, like, just by proxy. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. People who have never died before are dying, bro. Like, it's actually so fucking devastating. So, let's pay our respects. I'm gonna go through my fridge, freezer, and pantry, and I'm going to find anything that I can meal prep with for the next 4 days. I want Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Actually, that sounds like a lot now that I'm saying that out loud. Let me think. Okay, we'll just meal prep for tomorrow and Friday. And a little bit for Saturday. We'll see what I mean. We'll look in the freezer, so. I'll take you with me, actually. Okay, in the freezer, I know for sure I want to use some of, because I have so much in here, I want to do some salmon, and then I do want to do some, like, shrimp. I think that's what I'm going to pick. These are going to have to, like, thaw out for a long time, and I don't have that time right now, so shrimp and salmon. What else can we get in here? I got this asparagus a little bit ago and I've been wanting to try it, so I'm gonna do that. And I think for the shrimp I'm gonna make like a stir fry, so I'm gonna use, I've got like 2 half bags left. Yeah, I'll just use both of them. I also grabbed these berries from the fridge. I got some eggs and then some Greek yogurt. For these, I'm gonna prep like breakfast, probably. Stuffed hard-boiled egg, yogurt. I like sushi rice as my base, so I'm gonna grab that. And then, what else? I also need to grab the sauce for the stir fry.
And I think lastly, I just got some rice-a-roni for my salmon. So after everything, I have rice, asparagus, salmon for probably like 2 meals. I've got shrimp and stir fry with rice for probably about 2 meals. And then I'm hoping to make 3 breakfasts out of this. I've changed my mind on the rice with the salmon. I didn't really want it that much, but I remembered that I had these little potatoes, so I'm gonna do like air fried potatoes with the salmon and then the asparagus. Completed, we have the yogurt bowls with honey and berries, salmon, asparagus, potatoes, shrimp stir fry with my sushi rice, hard-boiled eggs. I think that should be good for the next like 2 days. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Week 3, guys. I didn't, like I said, did not mean to cry on you like that. That's my bad. But it's real, okay? Like, I'm gonna leave it in because I want to be as authentic as I can. Even if I think that I look ugly or I sound dumb or I'm stuttering, like, I'm leaving it all in. I don't, like, we're trying to push through the fear of what people are gonna think about that, because I think the upside of, like, I don't know, being real and authentic is better. So I appreciate it if you're sticking around and watching this long into week 3 and everything, even if you didn't watch the other ones. Like, this far in the video is enough, you know? But yeah, I will see you next week. I'm trying to think if I have anything planned, but I don't actually know, so we'll see. Oh, I've got a couple. Yeah, I'm going to Denny's and sing a movie on Friday. I think there's something happening on Saturday. I'm not sure, but you'll all see it next week. Thank you again for watching.